Public School. Hope you all are safe and sound. Today we will be taking the subject Maths for class 2nd standard. And the topic which we will be discussing today is subtraction. Okay. So, the subtraction is of 2-digit numbers. Okay children. So, what do you mean by 2-digit numbers? It is 2-digit. That is, for example, 23. It is a 2-digit number. Okay. For example, 46. This also is a 2-digit number. So, you have 1 and 1 digit. So, this is 2-digit number. For example, 78 is a 2-digit number. 92 is a 2-digit number because you have 2 numbers. Okay. So, can 100 be a 2-digit number? No. 100 cannot be a 2-digit number because it is a 3-digit number. So, how many digits you have in 100? It is 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So, 100 is a 3-digit number. So, all these are 2-digit numbers. Okay. 2-digit numbers. So, in today's class, we will see the subtraction of 2-digit numbers. So, here we have the subunits. Okay. So, what are the subunits here? Subtracting 2-digit numbers without borrowing, without taking any number from the partner. Okay. And the second one is subtracting 2-digit numbers with borrowing. And third one is addition and subtraction with reference to 0. So, what is the role of 0 in addition and subtraction? And the fourth one is the estimation, to find out the estimated sum and difference of the number. So, all these subunits we will be studying in a detailed manner. Okay. So, going on to the first subunit, that is subtraction of 2-digit numbers without borrowing. So, here all these were 2-digit numbers and this 100 is a 3-digit number. Okay. So, what is the first unit? It says the subtraction of 2-digit numbers. So, for example, I will take here 48 is a 2-digit number and I will take 23. It is a 2-digit number, isn't it? So, we have to subtract 48 and 23. So, how you can subtract it? So, always in subtraction, the greater number will come on top and the smaller number will come down. So, here 48 will be written on upper side. Okay. According to the place value chart, this is unit and this is tens. And below, you will write the small number. Which is a small number among this? 23 is a small number among this. So, you are going to write 23. Okay. So, this is without borrowing. When the numbers are greater here, so you need not borrow it from the next number. You need not take one number from here. So, both the things we will discuss it today. So, here 48 minus 23 or 23 is subtracted from 48. Okay. The small number is always subtracted from a bigger number. So, here we have arranged the numbers for subtraction. So, now how will subtract it? 8 you have here and 3 you have here. So, here easily you can take it in your fingers. So, take 8. 8 you will take. So, subtracting 3. So, 3 you will take out and what is the remaining here? It is 5. Okay. So, 8 minus 3 is 5. Or one more method you can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can draw 8 lines and you can cut 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And what is the remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 you can write it here. Okay. And now the next one. 4 minus 2. So, 4 you can take it in your hand and subtract 2 from that. So, what is remaining there? So, it is 2. So, the answer is 25. This is the example of subtraction without borrowing. You are not borrowing anything from this number. Okay, you are not asking, you are not taking anything from there. So, this is an example for numbers without borrowing. Okay, shall we take another example now? Okay, So now what is the next example we can take is 37 and 16. So what we can subtract from what? So always a smaller number is subtracted from a bigger number. So which is a greater number here? Greater or bigger? 37 is the greater number. So you will write it first. And it is a smaller number there. 16 is the small number. We will write it here. Okay. Now 7 and 6. Subtracting 6 from 7. So what you will do? Take it in your fingers, as easy as that. So 7 you have taken in the fingers and 6 you should cut it out. So how you will cut out? So you will cut out 6 from that. Okay. So what is remaining there? 1. Or what is the another method I told you all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And now 6 numbers you will cut down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the remaining is 1. So similarly 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. The remaining is 2. Okay. So these were the numbers without borrowing. Okay, without taking a number from here. In the next subunit, we will see that the subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing, with taking from the partner number. Okay, from taking from this number. Now these were the numbers where you did not borrow. Okay, directly you subtracted by using your fingers or using the sticks here, isn't it? So now we will see what is this subtraction of 2-digit number with borrowing. So for that there is an example like 32 from 45. Okay, it is subtract 32 from 45. So clearly they have given what you have to subtract and from what you have to subtract it. So 32 is a smaller number. Okay, you have to subtract it from 45. Okay, so here 45 will be the first one and minus 32 will come down. So here also what you can do is 5 minus 2 is 3 and 4 minus 3 is 1. Again this is a number which shows it is being subtracted without borrowing. So we will not see this, and we will take another example, that is subtracting 27 from 31. Okay, so the smaller number here is 27 and the bigger number here is 31. So what we are going to do is 31 will write it here minus 27 will write it down. So now you have to see that can it be subtracted? Can 7 be subtracted from 1? Okay, so 7 is a bigger number here and 1 is a smaller number on the top. Can you subtract 7 from 1? No, we cannot subtract 7 from 1. So what we have to do in this case? What we have to do? So 1 is a smaller number here. So we have to borrow 1 from the next number. Okay. Now so this is the place value of unit and this is tens, isn't it? So if you are borrowing 1 from tens value, that is you are borrowing 10 only. 10 rupees you are borrowing. Okay. If you have 1 rupee, you are borrowing 10 rupees from them. Actually, so the cost of that pen is 7 rupees, but you have 1 rupee. Okay. So for example, you will borrow 10 rupees from your friend. Okay. So same like here also you will borrow 10 from this place, the tens place you can borrow only 10 only. You can't borrow 20 or 30, anything like that, isn't it? So you can borrow 10 here in tens place. So this 10 and 1, if you borrow it will become 11, isn't it? 10 plus 1 is nothing but 11. And here this will reduce to 2. Okay, this will get reduced to 2. If that 3 is giving 1 to that next number, it will reduce itself to 2. So one number will be reduced. Okay. So when this becomes 11 and it is easily subtracted, isn't it? So 7 is easily subtracted from 11. So what you are going to do? So 11 sticks you will draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 you will draw, and how many you have to cut it out? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the remaining? 4. So 4 you can write, because 11 you can't take in the fingers, isn't it? So after 7 also, till 11 you can count. So after 7 till 11 how much it is? 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is an easy method also. So you are going to write 4 here. Okay. So what is 2 minus 2? 2 minus 2 is nothing but 0. Okay. 2 minus 2 is 0. Isn't it? So like this you can subtract it. So this is called the method to subtract the 2-digit numbers with borrowing. Okay. You are borrowing one number from the next place value, then you will subtract that. Okay. Can I give you one more example for that? Okay, so this is the next number, that is subtracting 45 from 52. So here which is a greater number? 55 is a greater number and 45 is the smaller number. So arrange it. 52 minus 45. Okay. So here also same case as in the last sum. 5 is greater here and 2 is a smaller number here. Isn't it? So can you subtract 5 from 2? We cannot subtract 5 from 2 as it is a great number, okay, which we cannot subtract it from a smaller number. So what you are going to do? There is no other way. You have to take one number from the next number. You have to borrow it. Okay. So you are borrowing a 10 number from 10 place value. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Directly you can write 1 here, isn't it? 1 and 2 will become 12, isn't it? And this number, what happens to this number? It will get reduced to 4. Okay, it will get reduced to 4. One number will get reduced in the place value. Okay, so this will become 12 and this will become 4. Now you can easily subtract 5 from 12, isn't it? So after 5, count till 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So how many fingers are there? It is 7. Okay. So instead of drawing the lines and cutting it down, so you can do like this in an easy method. So 12 minus 5 is 7. So what do you get by subtracting 4 and 4? Okay, 4 minus 4 is 0. So your answer is 7. So this was an example to show that subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing, okay, with taking a number from that next place value. Okay children? Okay, so moving on to the third subunit, that is addition and subtraction of numbers with 0. So what is the role of 0? Okay. For example, 26 plus 0. So when you are adding 26 plus 0, okay, why I am not writing 0 here? Because it is a single digit number they have given, so we have to write it in units place only. At that time also, if you don't have any number, you can assume it as 0 only. Okay, so 26 plus 0 is nothing but 6 and 2. Okay, it is 26 only. The number which is added to 0, the sum will remain the same. Okay, when 0 is added to a number, the sum will remain the number itself. Okay, so this is a property of 0 in addition with 0. Let us see subtraction also in that sense. 84 is a 2-digit number. Okay, then you are subtracting with 0. So what happens when you subtract it from 0 also? Okay, you will get the same answer, which is nothing but the number itself. Okay, when 0 is subtracted from a number, the answer is also the number itself. Okay, so this is the case in addition and subtraction. Both the answers remain the same. Both the answers will be the number itself, what it is given to add and to subtract. Okay, so this was the concept of 0 for addition as well as subtraction. Whatever, which number you will add or subtract with 0, the answer will remain the same. Okay, the number itself, the question itself. So for example, 73 plus 0 gives you 73 only. Whereas 62 minus 0 will give you 62 only. Okay, this is the role of 0 in addition and subtraction. The answer will remain the same as in the number. Okay, this was the third subunit, and coming to the last subunit, that is estimation and sum and difference. Okay, so what do you mean by estimation, children? For example, 21 is there. Okay, we want to find an estimated amount, estimated number to 21. Okay, so make it a round figure. So estimation is making round of a number. Okay, rounding it off, rounding a number is called estimation. So 21. So how can you round out this number? We can round off this number to 20. Because 20 is the nearest number to 21, isn't it? So we can't write 25 or 30, that will be wrong, isn't it? So 21, the nearest number to 21 is 20, rounding it off. Rounding off a number is called estimation. So for example, 36, what is the estimation for 36? It is 40. So it is near to 40, okay? So, what is the nearest number to 44? For 44 also, again it is 40 only. Okay. So, you have to see the numbers, whether it is 5 or more than 5. Okay. So, suppose it is 44, the nearest number is 40. The estimated number is 40. If it is 36, it is 40. Because the nearest number is 40 there. Okay. So, for example, 23. For 23, again it is the nearest number is 20. And 82 is 80. And 67 is 70. Okay. So, this goes on like that only. When it is more, it goes to the higher nearest number. Okay. When it is less, it goes to the nearest lower number. Okay, that is as simple as that. So this was the estimation of the numbers. So for example, if I give you 54 also, one more number we can do it. 54 is like 50. The rounding it to the nearest tens number. Okay, so this was the estimation. So now the next step is how to add the estimated numbers. How to find out the sum of estimated numbers. For example, first is 28 plus 32. Okay. So here you have to find out the estimated sum of 28 and 32. So what is the estimated number of 28? Estimated number of 28 is how much? Which is the nearest to 28? It is 30 plus, which is the nearest to 32, the estimated number is 30. So 30 plus 30 is how much? It is 16. Okay. So this is the estimated sum of these two numbers. Okay. So we'll see what happens in the difference, that is subtraction. So if we take two numbers, that is 53 minus 12 here. So first step is to find out the estimated number of 53, that is 50. So 50 is the nearest number to 53 and the estimated number for 12 is 10. Okay. Okay children, the estimated number of 53 is 50, estimated number of 12 is 10. So here now you subtracted 50 minus 10. So what is the answer you are getting? 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay children, so 40 is the estimated difference of these two numbers. Difference is the subtraction and sum is the addition. Okay children, hope you all have understood this concept. Thanks for watching us and take care.